Good day, traders. Hoping that everybody's doing well today. How is my sound? Drop your pairs. Let's see what we can find today. Okay. We are looking at GN. Let's take a look at what we would find from it. Most of you guys got this trade from Wednesday's live, and it went pretty good. Hitting a nice 3.5 hour, give or take. So moving forward, trading it, we do see how it's nicely tanking down, and we could potentially start finding something in this region. And when you start refining it further, we do get this, probably this one over here. But now the stop loss range would be too big, 18, so you can go 50% of that, and we would find a nice setup from this pair. So it would look something like that. This is a setup we could be looking at on the GN pair. And this one went well, so that is fine. I'll just mark it over here. And this is the new setup we'd be looking at moving forward. And that would be the entry zone. There we go. So that's how your GN setup would look. And then somebody asked me to look at US 100. So US 100 is also another very tricky pair. I don't know how many people got this one, but it only hit 1R. Well, the first one hit 1R. The second one hit 4R. So the second cell hit 4R, the one inside the bigger one. And then this one over here only went as far, it's actually less than 1R. And then price basically went back up to the top again. So looking at it from today, we would probably, I'm still of the opinion that we are going to get a very massive sell. Price will probably tank deeper, potentially into this area over here. And if we go deeper into the price, we can scrutinize it some more and find a good T-off area. And it would look something along these lines over here. So I'm expecting price to basically drop all the way into this zone over here, and we could potentially get a nice sell off, because this massive one will be coming down sooner than we think. So this is a potential that we could look at on the US 100. But for now, let's just keep watching it. US 30 and UCAD. Let's start with the UCAD. So UCAD left us here, left us in the dust. I don't know how many got a trade there, but it completely just left us. So you either took this one over here and then hit just over 2 hour, price came back, broke even again, or stopped you out on this one here, and then again 2 hour, and then completely left us from there. So this was another of those that really didn't agree with our goals for the day, which is something that does happen in the market, of course. But yeah, we manage risk properly and you allow the market to do its thing. Looking at it from the daily perspective, we see this nice bearish trend. So now the question is, where can we enter it from? Where do we see a decent structure within the bearish trend to trade it from? And on top of that, we do see some good zones over here that we could work with. But then again, we also see some levels here that we should actually be wary of. And if we do operate from that perspective, as much as we know we are bearish, the overall picture is bearish on the daily. We do see some opportunities to go bullish in the short run. So what this means now is when you take advantage of such trades because of their small stop losses, by the time price continues going bearish, you've already taken your opportunities, you've already taken your wins, and you are out of the trade. So that's something that you need to know about the market, of course. And yeah, it works like that. So keep that in mind. And then US 30. US 30 is also another pair or another instrument that we looked at a couple of days ago. And I don't know how many of you managed to get anything out of it, but we simply just did not, and we let it be. Okay, so if you are looking at trading the US 13, I'd expect this level to hold, and let's just pick up the key levels on the bigger time frame, the ones that we actually need to be worried about, like currently where it is. So I would potentially look at a massive sell. The question now is, from which point would you look at it from? Okay, let's look here. Okay, firstly, I would watch this zone here. And let's go back into the lower time frame. And I'd potentially either trade from the zone here, going down. And remember, taking it from the middle. So you don't want to be completely getting into a sell limit. You just want to make sure the price gets into the zone first, and then drop it down. And then if you are a bit price sensitive, you can actually use a bigger stop loss range, just taking into account this zone over here. So your setup would look something like this. And that's how I'd approach the US 30. So ideally have an alert just above the entry and wait for price to push up a bit into the 50% of the stop loss range and have a sell stop and tank with it from there. That's how I'd approach US 13. And if you go into the hourly, you will see what I was referring to when I said you have to be aware of the bigger time frame, but you do see structure. So I think also once this level is broken, it would confirm this being going down, and then from there you'd also understand that we do have some liquidity at the top there, and yeah, because of these equal highs, of course. So let's watch what it does moving forward. I think that's it for the day. And remember, guys, it's a Friday. Manage your risk properly, trade well, and enjoy your weekend. We'll check you guys on Monday.